See that? This program wasn't good.
I'm gonna get comfy now. I mean, I shouldn't, but I feel more relaxed. So,
Comfy. Music's playing. You gotta get pumped.
Yeah, welcome everybody to another episode of Sharknado Reviews. I have to get more peppier when I do these shows. I guess you guys miss me. We have been gone since last week, but we'll make up for it tonight. This is your host Jarrell, and with me is my co-host Stu.
Yep.
Stu's scratching his breast right now. A little itchy booby.
Itchy titty.
Itchy titty. So on this show, we if you never heard before, we like to talk about albums that came out, give our reviews of them. We have a little segment on our show called Stu's Views, where I give current events and he tells me what he thinks.
Stu's Views.
That's the song. And we also like to partake in some alcohol beverages, and we have a couple of beers here, and our liquor of the day that we'll be doing shots of during the review and throughout the show is Golden Schlager, which I've never had before, but I heard of it from the movie Superbad. Is it kind of a girl's drink?
That's where you heard it from?
Yeah. Is it a girl's drink? Like, is it for bitches?
No, it's sweet. It's not whiskey.
Okay, well,
it's a good.
It's not. It doesn't put hair in your chest,
though. Yeah. Yeah.
It removes hair from your vagina.
It will fuck you up. I mean, it's probably 80.
I think it's 40 or what is it?
Oh yeah, 40.
That means you have to drink a lot of it then.
43.5%. No, that means it's 87 proof. So this is actually a little bit stronger than that Zambuca, and a similar type of liquor than the Zambuca.
All right, so that what we'll be doing tonight. Whenever I know, I got to introduce our boy, Little John, who will let us know when it's time to take a swig of that. He has our shot call song for, if you will. But first, like I said, we weren't on the air last week because I thought we had a couple of reviews, not reviews. I had a couple of interviews that week before, and I didn't have time to do any show prep. So this week we'll give you a better show to make up for the show last week. So what do you want to do, Stu? Do you want to do a longer show, or do you want to do a great show? So basically, it's quality versus quantity.
I'd rather have quality, but I might have to just be quantity. If it's not coming out, it's not there.
We have a lot to catch up on.
Stretch it out.
We have a lot to catch up on, so maybe that might stretch it out. But we got to talk about interesting things first as well. But how was your last week? I should say. Let's start way back then.
Last week?
Yeah.
What the going and seeing the Souls?
Before that, all that week. We'll get to that in a second. But anything happened to you? Work and all? Anything like that?
No, my arm went numb.
I'm talking about work, not from masturbating.
Overuse. No. Yeah, very funny.
It looks like you got, if you guys can't see it, but his right hand is really puffy.
Yeah,
compared to his left hand.
It's from using a 60-pound friggin' nail gun consecutively for a whole week.
You could actually use a hammer and nail. It'd probably be easier.
This thing is diesel. It drives 3-inch nails right through one little boom. I couldn't even imagine anybody hurting themselves with it.
Oh, could you imagine could that kill somebody?
Oh yeah. One little tap, one little tap with that in 1 second. Boom.
Lethal Weapon 2 style. If anyone jumps behind you on your back, and you just put it behind your shoulder and just cock a nail through their fucking.
It doesn't. You'd have to hold the guard back to shoot it in the air. But I don't think it would do too much damage in the air. But if you walked up to somebody and
put it to their head, their temple.
No, not in their head, in their back, it'd friggin' puncture their lung. It'd just be boom, right through them.
And they'll be like, Stu,
why? Because I want your job.
Well, I had the second job at that I work at Rite Aid. It sucks, but so I don't really want to divulge into that every single week. But like I said last week, we had I'd interview with the not the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, but the band. What was it, Street Dogs? Yeah, I interviewed the guy from Street Dog. That went well. Met a new band called the Interrupters, which I really want you guys to get into. They're a really great band. So that was cool. And then we're going to get into what happened with the Bouncing Souls thing we went to on Friday. Me and you. Stu accompanied me the first time to an actual interview. and took some lovely pictures that you can find on the site as well.
Yes.
So let's give a little toast to that as well. You know, you're doing a good job with that. Little John set us off with the shot song.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, he sounds good. I'll pour him this time.
I'm happy to hear from Little John. This week's been a little rough.
Well, that's what I want you to get into. Well, we got to talk about that later. Yeah, that's this week. Yeah. Last week was good for you. This week.
Sorry, I'm interrupting Little John.
Yes, he doesn't mind. You all right, Little John? He's fine. He just nodded. He's fine. All right, like I said, Golden Schlager, my first time. Let's see how this stuff tastes.
It's pretty good.
A toast to a good show, Stu.
I'm going to strain that gold out.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
What would that be like? It's not cinnamon. It's kind of Jaegery. It's like Jaeger for girls.
Jaeger for girls?
Yeah, what would you say it's like?
I'd say it's like Golden Schlager because I've had it before.
Okay. Well, I want to compare it to something in case no one ever had it before.
You know, I think the first time I had it, it was one of those things that was hardly touched in somebody's parents' liquor cabinet.
Back in the high school days, right?
Yes, yeah. So it was like Golden Schlager. It was all dusty and shit. It's like, it can't be that bad.
It can't be that good because it was probably warm as hell, right?
Yeah, I drank it warm, yeah. But, it was pretty good anyway. I was like, wow, it's sweet.
They told me not to drink it warm, so I made sure I bought this the night before.
It went good with the Zimas. No, I'm just kidding.
And your Mike's Hard Lemonade, too. Yeah, man, so the Bouncing Souls. So let me tell you how this went down. Had an interview with them, and then I wanted to get Stu along with them to take pictures because he's a big Bouncing Souls fan. So I let the prep contact lady know, the press contact girl, ask if I can bring Stu along with me, and then she tells me that we're not actually on the guest list. So I was like trying to figure out what that even meant. So the interview was at 5:45. Doors open at 6:30. My only assumption is that as soon as the interview's over, we had to leave and pay for our own tickets. So I'm like, I don't even want to see these guys that badly, so I'm not even going to bother paying for it.
I think we had better than the guest list.
No, I don't know, but I'm getting that. So you remember you get in the car, and I'm like, I might as well tell Stu now the bad news. We might not be able to go into the show, and you're like, oh, what the fuck, man?
We're going to do an interview and then leave?
Yeah, like, it's bullshit. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to like get your hopes up, and then we get kicked out. But I had in the back of my head this idea. I said, if I stall them long enough with questions, by the time 6:30 comes around and they tell us, all right, leave, and people are coming in, we can mingle with the crowd and not have to worry about leaving and come back in. I didn't even
know that this plan was undergoing.
Sometimes you can't.
I was like, all right, I'll just hang out here.
I can't tell the other soldiers about the plan. You know, sometimes the general has to just have them lead the blind. You know. So interview went great regardless. But what went great about it is when we got there, they had another interview before us. So then I'm like, perfect. That will stall some time out. So that guy from, I guess, he used to work for the Aquarian. He's like this older dude that interviewed them.
Yes, he's older.
Real old man. So we all go up in there. We all go upstairs into like their little like lounge area, and they do all the questions while we're sitting there just watching them do the interview.
He had a very good interviewing technique too.
Yeah, he was just talking to them like regular people, no mics. So I don't know how he remembers all the answers.
He had to remember everything, and he just wanted to know, background history.
But he had like a little tiny little thing recorder on the table. You saw that? So
he did?
I think he was recording it.
Maybe he did record it.
I didn't notice
it.
He just
used a regular voice recorder. Yeah,
I didn't notice it until he picked it up. So it was so tiny that you didn't even see it. So the good thing is he wasted some time. The bad thing is wasting way too much time because by the time 6 o'clock came around or 6:10. Something like that. Then it was like she had to kick him out for my turn to interview. Stu saw some great pictures, and then after the interview, she was like, "Hey, you guys want to stay? You can stay for it." So it worked out.
The other guy didn't stay.
Yeah, he
left.
That's why my plan was like, you go first, because he's like, "Oh, you want to go first?" I'm like, no, you go first, because I knew that if she might have kicked us out.
Yeah, that was the stall technique.
Yeah,
that was over my head.
It worked out well, and another thing I want to say great about this show is, I don't really like the Bouncing Souls. I thought they were a very boring band live, but I like their music, so it would really be jarring to me. Remember how much I complain about they look like they don't want to be there? Whenever I see them, like I saw them at Bamboozle, which is like a New Jersey festival.
Maybe sometimes they don't want to be there.
Yeah, every time I see them, they don't want to be there.
That's possible. If you see them at these festivals, maybe they don't like festivals. Maybe they like like shows,
which fucking proved that theory because when they came out and they played that whole album from 2001, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. They played a whole album in its entirety. So I thought, you know what? I want to get some good pictures too. Let me get inside the pit and try to take some pictures.
Oh, I did. I also did the same. Yeah,
and
I was getting crushed.
Crowd service was insane, man. Last song on the album, I think it's called "Gone." It was just like consecutive crowd servers over and over and over.
Yep. Every 30 seconds, I'd have the camera up, and then there'd be somebody crushing my head.
Like that crowd went off, man. It was like that, and the fact that they seemed like they really wanted to play this show, and the fact they're from New Jersey, I guess, fucking turned me around. Now I had to buy a T-shirt after the show. And now I'm converted. You know, I'm not a big fan. I don't want to be a poser. I'm just like, you know, I have much more respect for them. The fact that they were nice guys during an interview, and the fact that they put on a great show, has turned me around. It's amazing. It took like fucking like how long have they been around since 1994 or whatever, 1988, I should say, when they first started playing together to now for me to be like, all right, these guys are good.
Well, different drummer.
Yeah. Well, they're on their third drummer now, but I didn't want to ask about their previous drummer because that was kind of a sad story. If you ever catch your documentary, the first one,
I haven't. So
it's really sad how
you
what happened
to, though.
Yeah,
I should probably just watch it.
Yeah. We can watch that if you want later.
All right.
It's really is for like if a band's documentary that you're not into is that good, you know, that wants you to research more. That's how you can tell if a documentary is good. If it's a topic that you had no interest in before, or an artist that you never listened to before, and then they can make you want to research more if it was filmed that well. But that's what I want to say about that. But another thing I want to mention before you want to say your thing is a lot of hotties at the show.
Really?
A lot of hotties at that. Remember that? When we were leaving the show and there was like a moving gauntlet of like girls in short shorts walking in the car. Like
I thought a lot of them were of them were youngins.
You said you want to put your dick in every single one of them chicks.
No, I did not. Where did you come up with this?
You said that when we were leaving Stu said this when we were leaving the concert.
Maybe there was one group,
and I was like, "Damn, look at that! Look, like we're going in our car, and there's where we parked, and there's
I
like
did not say that.
A sea of women, all wearing like short shorts, just like walking to their cars. And I'm like,
you say women, so they weren't girls.
Well, plural of girls. Older girl. They're not like kids. I mean, they're listening to Bouncing Souls, and they're like old.
How old do you have to be to get in there?
I don't know.
And then the first time I saw the Bouncing Souls, I was 14, 15.
I look for the bracelet, the drinking bracelet. Remember, that's my that's my age thing that you can step to a girl. If they're in the bar area, it's okay. If they're like an X in their hand, I keep it moving. But you said you wanted to fuck all them chicks, and I'm like, I don't deny it. I'm like, I don't blame you, man. They were beautiful.
We had those. What was that? We were drinking. They had a drink special, $4.50 for Jaeger Spice and Coke, which a little rough on the palate, but they fuck you up. So I was like, all right, yeah, $4.50.
I forgot about the other part of the drink special.
I'm gonna get fucking drunk on these.
Forgot about the other part of the drink special. Free tickets to see the cover band of Pink Floyd, a Pink Floyd cover band. They're giving them away.
Pink Floyd cover bands are big because normally they do that. Normally they do. Every planetarium has a Pink Floyd laser light show.
If they're so big, why are they giving away tickets?
So that's like the same thing. And I've even gone to them before. Yeah.
It's so bad they're giving away tickets with shots.
It's for people to find some LSD and watch some lasers.
Do you want the tickets then? They gave me 2 tickets.
What Pink Floyd was into.
Do you want the tickets?
Do I want the tickets?
Yeah.
No, I don't want the tickets.
Okay, they're great, huh?
I would rather go to the planetarium and see the laser light show. But
yo, man, I'm just saying.
Definitely not tripping on acid.
This tribute band is so bad that they have to give their tickets away for a drink special, and you're still debating on if you want to go or not. That's a sign right there.
It has its use. Pink Floyd cover band. I think it's a good idea.
The only use those tickets have is fucking coasters, which I should use them right now.
There's people that
we need some coasters here.
There's people that would enjoy that.
There's little John. Do you want some free Pink Floyd tickets? Oh, sorry, free tribute band to Pink Floyd tickets. I guess that's a no. He just wants to do shots. Pour us another shot, Stu. Before I get into the last part We have to actually toast to someone now. We're gonna toast to.
You don't have to toast anyone. Oh, look, you getting a wax ring from.
Yeah, we need to get those
ice cold.
We need to get those we need to get those Pink Floyd tribute band tickets.
Oh, that'd make a nice coaster.
Yeah,
probably would.
All right, this toast is to the. What did I write here? This toast is to the extremely unlucky bartender at the VFW we drank at before the show.
Oh, you're gonna bring up that? No.
So before we went to the show, there's a VFW across the street from the Starland Ballroom.
I don't want to even hear this.
So we're in there drinking, and I'm just talking to Stu about how he needs to pace out his drinking. And then this lady who bartends turned to us and says...
She's a bartender.
Yeah. She turned to us and said, "Oh, actually, alcoholism killed my husband. And, no, killed my fiance, right? Killed my fiance. And her husband died from something that we didn't know about." Then she just goes on to like really bring the mood down about how alcoholism.
I was like, "Well, I'm a functional alcoholic."
And she's like, "That's the worst kind.
That's the worst kind. A functional alcoholic is the worst kind." So dysfunctional? Nah, they're not as bad.
Well, I thought it was kind of ironic that she bartends and her fiance died from alcoholism. It's like if
she wants to kill everyone else because of her losses.
Yeah. That's like if my kid like shot himself in the face.
$1 off.
That's like if my kid shot himself in the face with a gun and I start working at the at the NRA or something like that. It's like, why are you working here? Then I don't get it. But that was crazy. Like, and then luckily it was only 3 of us there, and there was like a girl like 3 seats down that like was just on her phone or whatever. But she was. But it was like it really would have put a damper on the evening for a split second. Remember that?
Yeah. I think that girl like completely stopped drinking after she's hearing us talk.
Yeah, she did not want to.
The other girl at the bar was just like, yeah, fuck.
I don't know if I'll drink there again because not only that, they don't have a bathroom there
at the VFW. Yeah, how could they not have a bathroom?
I want to say, what do you guys? But
then again, we clearly saw at the end of the show where the bathroom was, and apparently it's the whole tree line.
Oh yeah. After that, in the woods.
After the show, it's like 100 people like creeping into the woods to take a fucking piss
or do some crack, as you said. Yeah. One or the other.
Oh yeah. Look, remember I said crack, and you're like, no sex. I was like, man, woman, both good looking, and they go into the woods. I'm like, crack smoking time. And you're like, no sex.
That's what I do in the woods. I don't fucking smoke crack in the woods.
But they were back in like 1 minute.
Yeah, so either it was sex.
Either it was really bad sex
for her,
or at least really quick sex. I don't know, 1 minute, 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's the best time for men.
Or they each got a hit of a rock.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just
why else would you go? Why would you go into the woods for a minute?
Maybe they're like, "Oh, we didn't park here." They came back out. Well, all right. Let's get into this week, man. How was your week this week, Stu? This Goldstogger really.
During the week is so boring. All this shit happens on the weekends. I mean, I got to see my brother.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook you went to see the Screeching Weasel, right?
He went to see Screeching Weasel, and I was so exhausted from the week of work, and I was out drinking the night before. But I did go and look it up online, and I saw the Queers were playing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, should have went. Because I'd seen the Screeching Weasel last year. Mm. So, but I'd never seen the Queers, and I love the Queers. And I saw they were on the bill, and I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
It was already too late to go, so. He really could have mentioned that.
Maybe he didn't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess he didn't.
I mean, he didn't know you liked the Queers. Did he know you liked them?
I'm pretty sure he saw that I had Queer CDs because
and that you are queer.
Nah. But yeah, I don't know because he went through my like Ramones and Riverdale's shit. Riverdale's is another branch off band of Screeching Weasel.
Okay.
Yeah, like Screeching Weasel, the Queers, they play together and Riverdale's, and Exchange members, and there may be a few other bands too that they all hang out and shit.
Webster Hall, I saw. That's where they played at, like where I saw the Boston's at. Yeah. You should have went because I was gonna say before, like they have a bar across the street that was playing like music that caters to like what's the venue of the night. And it was like a fucking hot waitress there, but our bartender, I want to call her, and then she was like, I go in there like to see the My Boston's. I went there first before the interview, and I'm just sitting there having a beer, and then I was like, oh, that's Less Than Jake, and she's like, this sounds good. I like this. And then, like, the Boston's came on, and I'm like, oh, you like I think they're playing this because the Boston's across the street. And she's like, who? I'm like, oh, the My Boston. That's the band's playing. And it's weird to me that people, I never even heard them before, but whatever. But then every time a song came on, it was almost like she was saying she likes this, and this has converted her into that new music. She's like, I like this. This is good. I kind of like this. This is good. Like it was like she never heard ska music before. And I think to myself, I don't want to.
A lot of people haven't.
Yeah, but the way she was acting, like it was like a big epiphany of great music. It's almost like she wanted to like sway me into tipping her more.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and the fact that she was hot, she was like, "Oh my god, this is so great." So what's your name? And then after we talked, she would like just stand there. Like, and there's like it's not awkward silence.
I'm surprised she didn't know who the Mighty Mighty Bosstones were. Because usually when anybody brings up ska, you could be like, oh yeah, that song never had to knock on wood, and then they know what you're talking about. That's ska.
I did that too, and she's like,
oh, you did that, and that didn't work.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I think I believe you never heard this, but I think you're trying to like butter me up for a tip. Yeah. So like I just decided to tip her anyway because she was cute. So whatever. So that's all that happened with you this weekend. Let me tell you about me. I didn't have much happen, but I think I went to mother-in-law's yesterday for like dinner. It was pretty good. I worked pretty early at my my second job. Came home, decided to check on Sci-Fi, see what's on TV, and lo and behold, Sharknado 3.
Are you such
Sharknado 3 is on. So
you told me to watch it.
Let me check this out. So you seen all three now? You seen all three Sharknados?
Yeah, I've seen all three.
All right. So what do you think of this third one?
Dude, they fucking bombed.
What do you mean
they bombed?
They do well on TV.
Nope. Well, yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
What do you think of the movie?
They were already low budget, but I think they went for, okay, this shit's already dying off. Let's not even try to like make any of it funny or anything. Just make the shittiest fucking movie we could possibly make, and it'll still make money, and we can just fucking get drunk every night, and that or fucked up. I don't know, because they did not pull through like Sharknado 1 or 2. There was one funny moment. Mm-hmm. The woman's like, "No, you can't take those NASCARs," and they hop in 2 NASCARs and pull away, and she's like, "No!" And then a shark just comes down, splat.
It's like, yeah.
That was the only funny part. So she was like, "No, don't take the cars!" Splat. Shark just freaking crushes her. Didn't even bite her.
I felt that was out of context. I'm like, what is that? Why did that happen? I don't get it.
Yeah, that was why I liked it. It was completely random. The shark just fell out of the sky, like splat.
I like the part when like Frankie Muniz, which was killing it in the movie. I think he was really trying, but like when he had to set off the bomb he had like they had this like RV or something that like had a detonator, like a plan B, I guess. And they were like a Sharknado came to like the air base, remember that? And he had to climb on the roof and hit the button with his chin, and it just blew up. But I was like, this is a small explosion. I don't understand. It wasn't that big enough to like blow up the whole like fucking like Sharknado. It was just like a little explosion, like kind of like a.
No. There was a scientific theory behind that, though.
Yeah, break the science.
No.
Try to break down the science of all three movies. And no.
Really? They had a theory if they because like something about the cold and hot air pockets that if they get a.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's so ridiculous.
That if they get a heat source in the middle of a Sharknado, like a pillar of fire, not like those Jehovah's Witness or what is that Zarapath, that kind of pillar of fire, but a pillar of fire in the middle of the Sharknado that it would destroy the Sharknado. They went over that.
I know that. That's from the first one.
Oh, it is?
I got it. Remember they threw bombs in the first one? That was the theory.
Okay.
Which doesn't make sense, but well, never mind that. I'm saying in the middle of the movie, they drive to a naval base, like a Marine base, and the Sharknado comes. And Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle, he's like, you and Nova go ahead. I'm gonna set up Plan B. He runs to the RV that they drove in, and a shark lands on him and bites his leg off. And he gets to the thing, and a shark bites his arm off. And he climbs inside, goes to the top, and then a shark bites his other arm off. So he's like pretty much a quadriplegic. So he can't even push the button. There's like a button on top of the roof. Do you remember this part, Stu? Were you paying attention to this? Like
I was paying attention
movie?
to what you were saying right now.
Like Frankie Muniz.
Okay, yeah. Well, so he had to hit some button with his chin.
Yeah. And then like the explosion has like raining sharks coming down. But it wasn't that big of an explosion. It was like kind of like a meth lab blowing up. It wasn't like a huge atomic bomb. So like he hits the button, it explodes, obviously killing him. And then like the plane that Finn, the lead guy in Nova, are in flying, and it's like sharks raining from the sky. And obviously it's really CG, so it looks horrible. But
okay, right now I can tell where this podcast is going.
What?
It's not going for quantity.
Is it talking too long?
Is it? Is this quality? Is this quality?
Sharknado was really deep movie. It's a deep movie, but whatever.
We're going for quantity now.
I'm just saying that I'm just saying that like there were a lot of bad parts in the movie, obviously. But the thing I want to get into about the whole thing I don't want to spoil the movie about them going to space or everything like that.
I thought it was the worst Sharknado of the three.
I do too. Like I think they need to stop doing the movies because. The thing I remember about bad horror movies is that at least they're trying.
Well, I actually I thought Sharktopus was better.
Okay, what was that about?
They have this like thing on Sci-Fi. It's like a half shark, half octopus.
Break it down for me, thank you. Okay,
and they also have two. They also have two-headed shark. That was another one. So they got all these spin-offs, of Sharknado movies. People with a little bit of money want to make a movie,
Yeah.
I thought Sharktopus was pretty good.
Okay. So Sharknado 3...
And I thought it was better than Sharknado 3. It should have been the third one. The third one, they should have had Sharktopus tornadoes. That would have been way better.
Or you could have
threw in the two-headed sharks and Sharktopuses and regular sharks in a tornado.
Or like a zombie Sharknado.
Oh yes, and zombie shark. Oh, but there was Ghost Shark as well.
I saw that.
You saw Ghost
like
Shark?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. Ghost Shark was really bad.
Yeah, like the board and slip and slide, and then the shark comes out of the water.
Yeah,
bullshit. But I don't know. I just miss when like horror movies were like bad, but they were like at least plausible. Like the first Sharknado, the only plausible. Listen. The first Sharknado movie, the only thing plausible about the first Sharknado movie is the Sharknado itself. It could possibly happen that a tornado could pick up a shark out of the water, but that's all that would happen.
Well, the first two did have that good, like, low budget.
The second one's bullshit too.
Where they actually, they stretched their budget. They made it look, comical where they could. It reminded me of Evil Dead 1 and 2.
No, don't not insult Evil Dead.
I won't.
Do not insult Evil Dead.
It wasn't corny. Yeah, no. It wasn't corny or anything. It was just funny how it was like low budget and everything. Army of Darkness is its own entity, but Evil Dead 1 and 2,
yeah,
freaking tight.
Yeah, definitely.
And low budget.
Uh-huh.
And it just had that the comical. They were going for that with Sharknado. A little more corny. What do you call it? I can't say corny because that's negative. Campy.
Yeah, I think
a little more campy.
Way more campy. Way more. To the point where they know people are going to watch it with the name alone. That's what, like, the thing I noticed with Tara Reid's in the movie, she's not even trying. I think she is, but, like, everyone is, like lower actors compared to her, but she doesn't seem like she's never acted before. The main girl, Tara Reid, who's been in, like, American Pie and, like, Big Lebowski.
Well, Frankie Muniz came off like that, too.
Frankie Muniz was, like, killing it, I thought.
But the Hoff, no, he still seemed like his acting was off, like he knew it was low budget or whatever, so he didn't really give a fuck. But Hoff was right on.
Yeah, Hoff was good.
He was just like he always is.
Even the main guy, Finn, when he did at the White House, did the little knee slide with shooting the guns, corny as shit. I think the movie that let me get the point. The reason the movie kept my interest was the fucking Nova girl.
Really?
She was gorgeous, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just remember the part when they came out the water and he had like no shirt on and she was like in bra and panties for no reason, like and
She
they had like guns
naked.
and shit. Yeah, pretty much. It's like why they have no clothes on because their plane crashed. Remember they get out of the water like kind of like a Rambo at kind of thing.
That might have been when I went to get more tonic water.
She's beautiful, man. I don't know why that main guy Finn is with that Tara Reid girl. I know she's pregnant with his kid and all, but you need to like break it with her, get with the girl in the fourth one. And speaking of that, do you know they're making a fourth one?
A fourth Sharknado?
Yeah,
waste.
I think that they should get the guy. They get you good guy Mick Fanning.
Is Howard Stern turning on this? Because he was a big promoter, and they even had a member. What's the game? Was it Gary? Gary was
Gary Del Busey or whatever.
Yeah, he was in the second one.
Was he? There were so many like random celebrities in it.
It was one of the guys from Howard Stern. I'm pretty sure it might have been.
They even had a guy.
It might have been someone else.
They had the people from the Today Show on that shit. Then they got eaten with sharks.
Yeah.
They were in the first one.
Howard Stern was like promoting
it.
And I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And it was pretty good, the second one. And I'm wondering if he's like changing his mind now.
I don't know. But did you hear about the guy that?
I don't listen to Howard Stern.
Did you hear about the surfer that Australian surfer that got attacked by a shark named Mick Fanning? You ever heard that?
No,
it just happened last week.
I don't know.
They should put him in. They should put him in the fourth one. But basically, he was in a surfing competition.
What does he have? Like one leg or something?
No, it's amazing. He actually punched a shark.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Yeah, they should put him in the fourth one.
I always said that.
Punch a shark.
Said that. No. Because that's what they tell you to do. You know, like if a bear's attacking you, they tell you what to do. I've heard a million things, and none of them.
You
like
just punched a bear.
Usually they're all wrong. But I always heard one about a shark, and that's shark tries to bite you. You punch them right in the nose. All their sensory, all their like electro, they pick up shit, how they smell blood and shit. All that's like right in the snout, and you just punch that snout, and they shut their mouth and go away.
When they say, "Oh, my bad, I'm sorry,"
yeah, pretty much. No, half the time that is what it is, because the sharks, they're just naturally aggressive, and they want to just they like a dog. They want to feel you with their teeth. It's the only way they can feel. And they want to check to see what it is. Because they're not really, if they wanted to bite you in half, they bite you in half. And half the time these shark bites is just them putting their teeth into your leg to feel what the hell this is.
Yeah.
What the hell is this swimming in the ocean? I've never seen this shit before. And and obviously it makes you fucking multiple stitches and bleed all over the fucking place. Possibly get a limb cut off or whatever.
Yeah.
From gangrenous green, like nasty bacteria on shark teeth. And they're just like, what the fuck's that? They're just touching you. That's how
they're touching very aggressively. I'll tell you
that's
that.
What they do. And,
yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying that they should put him in the fourth one and have him punch a shark like constantly. Like that'd be a good cameo, right? Have that guy in the fourth one if they're gonna have to do it. They should have him punch a shark that killed Tara Reid, because I hope they kill her in this one. You remember how the end of the third one they had like that little like do you want Tara Reid to live or die? Like Texan. It's like who get the fuck?
Yeah, I did
man.
see that. Yeah.
Get the fuck. All right.
Is that where they foreshadowed that there would be a fourth one?
Yeah, they
was that what that was?
They said,
okay,
they said there'll be a fourth one, and then when this story broke out,
shocked.
I'm like, put her in it, or like I just was saying before, I miss when like horror movies were like campy but believable. Like remember Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Oh yeah,
like
that shit was awesome.
Obviously that would never happen, but it wasn't like the whole movie was just like fucking ridiculous.
I thought it was shitty when I first saw it, but then after I saw it like a second or third time, I was like, oh, it's pretty good.
Funny.
It's funny, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like it's on a different level than Sharknado, where it's not like we're just gonna be stupid because people are gonna watch anyway. It's like kind of like they do it once and then it's done. If there were like 5 or 6 Killer Clown Outer Space movie, I think that would have ran its course.
Well, they only had one. I mean,
yeah,
they could have done it. They could have done a second one.
One is good enough.
Yeah, no.
Don't fuck
they
with that
didn't even push it to a second one. But we got we're low on beer.
Oh, we're low on beer.
And what did Little John go to the store for cigarettes?
No, he's back now. Little John, what's up? There he is. You're making Stu impatient. we got to get to the next portion of the show.
Yeah, Newports.
I promise next week's show will be a little shorter for you and the guys at home, or girls, whoever listens to us. This is good. Is that our third one? I think it's
That's
three.
only the second one.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I don't know.
You're not counting.
Yeah, I'm not.
Time to get into Stu's views.
Stu's views, and Stu's leaving right now for Stu's views.
All right.
You're gonna have to cover.
All right. I will small talk while you guys are gone.
Because I gotta get beers.
All right. While Stu gets some beers, let me just tell you guys that soon we will have. What's coming up new? Soon we will have some more interviews coming up on the interview portion of the show. This Friday we'll be interviewing the Backyard Superheroes, which is a ska punk band.
All-girl ska punk?
No, they're a guy ska punk band. Thank you, Stu.
There should be an all-girl ska punk band.
There should be. I think there was one before. They were called Tip the Van. I don't know if they're around anymore. But Stu's back just in time for Stu's Views. Woo! Stu's Views. This is where, like I said earlier, we give some...
Stu's Views! Oh, that's not the microphone. That's a beer. Singing into the wrong one.
All right, we gotta talk about those three topics in the news today. Current events. I want to start the one off with, I guess, a sad story, actually, before we get to the funny things. All right. This really is tough on me because do you remember Grooveshark, Stu?
Who?
Grooveshark. Speaking of sharks earlier.
Grooveshark.
Yeah. This was like a site that you could listen to anything you wanted to. It was all streamed music that
and it was
obviously users
it was posted on their server and you could download it?
You can't download it. It's all streamed.
Oh, it's all streamed.
Yeah,
all right. So it was like the first Spotify. Without paying for a service.
Right. And it was kind of like streaming Napster because users would put songs up. You type in anything you want and it would be there and you just add it to your list or whatever and it would be a great music selection for parties and stuff like that. Actually, the Halloween party I had last year,
it's like a Pandora.
All the music I got for the Halloween party last year was from Grooveshark. But then in April, they ended up having to close the site for like copywriting issues, stuff like that. But anyway, this news just came out today that Grooveshark creator was found dead weeks after the streaming site shut down.
Oh, conspiracy.
Joshua Greenberg, the 28-year-old co-founder of the streaming service website Grooveshark, has been found dead at his home in Gainesville, Florida. Mr. Greensberg was found on Sunday evening, just weeks after his business shut down after a row with major labels over its failure to secure the rights to music on his website.
This is like some Bob Lazar shit.
There was no evidence of foul play or suicide at the scene, Gainesville police said on Monday. Page 2. The Gainesville Sun newspaper reported on his website that Greensberg was found in his bed by his living girlfriend. His mother, Lori Greensberg, told the paper that an autopsy found no cause of death pending toxicology testing, which could take several months. And she says, quote, he was excited about potential new things that was going to start. The medical examiners are as baffled as I am. Florida-based Grooveshark, which had some 35 million users of its musical streaming service, ceased operation on April 30th as part of a settlement with major record labels over copywriting infringement. The streaming service admitted at the time that it had made very bad, serious mistakes by failing to secure rights to its vast majority of music available on its site, adding its apologies without reservation. Grooveshark's musical catalog consists of copyrighted musical files uploaded by users with no compensation for the artists or other rights upholders.
Taylor Swift was very pissed.
She was. Consequently, Sony, Warner, and Universal Music took legal action against the service in 2011. The label's alleged Grooveshark had illegally shared just under 5,000 songs with the potential legal bill of $736 million. By closing the service down, Grooveshark no longer had to pay the fines, but the founders could still have faced financial penalties if they violated the terms of their agreement with the labels. Mr. Greenberg co-founded Grooveshark in 2006 while he was still an undergraduate at the University of Florida. So I'm sorry I'm getting a little teared up here because, like I put that like thing on my service and I'm like, this is great. I'm going to play this like music every year for Halloween. I made a really killer playlist for Halloween. You remember, Stu, when you came out as like a stink bug?
Yes.
And then when I heard Abel was gone, it was like, damn, that was a perfect site to like, not to steal music, obviously, because it's streamed, but I want to listen to music for free and like make a playlist. That was the point of the site. And then when this happens, do you think like he was killed or he killed himself, I should say, or what do you think happened?
Man, well, autopsies said that they found no reason.
They found no drugs. They found no foul play,
drugs in his
no
system.
suicide.
No,
proof.
no wounds, no bruises.
Right.
How does one die
at 28 years old?
Yeah, maybe a major concussion.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just that's bizarre.
But actually, they said the autopsy will take like months, so maybe he did take drugs. It might take a while to find out.
Maybe it was something that maybe it was somebody that was so clever they found something that couldn't be found by any of our modern drug tests, which is possible with how chemists research stuff nowadays. You got to have a test for everything. Only obviously drugs fall into certain categories and stuff like that, but it could be if it's a new chemical and it doesn't fall into any of the random categories that these chemicals have, then they're not going to find it on any of these tests. Same thing with like what is that, like the puffer fish?
What's that?
Puffer fish? Like those puff fish, they're poisonous.
Okay, yeah.
And like some people eat them, but there's just like a section you can't eat. You give somebody like that puffer fish shit, they'll freaking go paralyzed and die.
Okay,
and there's no, and you can't trace it.
But now you're talking really, really big conspiracy theories. Like, do you think that's what happened?
Well, that's what I said. I mean, even like Bob Lazar. I mean, I believe these things happen because
in this case, though, it's a guy that started a website and it got shut down. Now he might be broke and living with his mother, and now
well, if somebody lost, maybe he had a partner or some investor, and they were fucking pissed. They lost all their fucking money, and they were like, you know what, fuck this dude. I don't want to ever see him, even be able to enjoy himself in the least with life.
I think that since he was a co-founder and they were like I said in the article, they still owed money even though they shut the site down, and he was going to put him in the fucking red. He just offed himself somehow. I don't know.
That is also possible.
It's too bad because
it's also possible. But you know what? He could go bankrupt, and you start over. You build your credit back up. If he was incorporated or anything like that, if it was a corporation or anything like that, it wouldn't fuck his personal assets. Mm-hmm. If he had a friggin' boat, they're not going to come take his boat.
I'm not on a boat.
Yeah, they're going to go after the company. They're not going to go after him.
Yeah, but it's like the Napster guy, and he's still alive.
Yeah,
he got fucked over. This is the exact same thing as Napster, but it was only streamed.
Who Bob Lazar is?
Who?
Who's Bob Lazar? He came out about aliens like in the 80s, and he swore that the government had UFOs that were running off of. They had a power source that were running off this specific element. I don't even remember what the element was. I don't know, unatentium or whatever. But it was an element, and he said he showed a model of it and everything, and then this guy disappeared.
Okay, right? Now you're getting really deep now.
After coming out.
Okay.
The guy disappeared.
I love Stu's views.
And what happens after? Like 10, 15 years later, we find out a new discovery of a man-made element, which also, if it's man-made, it could also be somewhere else in the universe that it's naturally made, depending on the size or situation of the star. But they now have that element 10, 15 years later, that this guy gave the model of that element, said it existed, said that the U.S. government had amounts of this element that they were using to power UFOs. So Bob Lazar came out, disappeared, and was proven 10, 15 years later. So, I mean, you never know with this shit.
Okay. So you think this is a big conspiracy that he's dead?
Yeah, very well. Very well could be.
You heard it here first, Stu. You heard it here first from Stu. Article number 2. Stu, are you aware of the site AshleyMadison.com?
Oh, yeah, it got hacked.
Okay, you know this story.
Yeah, if there's anything to hack, and you want to make a little side cash, AshleyMadison.com.
All right.
Yeah,
let me read this.
That's a great blackmailing idea.
A man in Brockton was the first Ashley Madison user exposed by the hacking that Stu just mentioned. So AshleyMadison.com, that prides itself on secrecy, and anonymity, a breach like this can be catastrophic. The site subscribers pay to have access to other married people looking to have affairs.
I think my ex-girlfriend's on there.
They all presumably felt that their private information was safe. So Ashley Madison clients know now the truth of the web. Anything is hackable. The group believed to be responsible for the hacking claims to have stolen private information from all 37 million Ashley Madison users. On Tuesday, the personal details of 2 subscribers leaked. One man from Canada, the other from Brockton.
And destroyed their marriages.
What was revealed was intensely personal. Among the data released about the Brockton client of Ashley Madison, his user ID name is Heavy73. He's listed himself as married/attached. He joined the site the day after Valentine's Day 2014. He likes cuddling and hugging.
He didn't get anal sex from his wife.
He likes cuddling and hugging, and he is into discretion and secrecy. Apparently, that's not the case in this. The hackers are demanding that the whole website be taken down, or else they will release all the names and private data they have. Now, I heard this site back in 2008. And I was driving my car listening to Opie and Anthony on a site.
Adult Friend Finder's better.
And they were like, oh, there's a site that you can like actually go on if you want to have a cheat on your spouse or significant other.
Well, why not just go with a regular, like, I want to bang someone site?
Like Craigslist?
Why does it have to be labeled as, like, you're cheating? That's
what I want to get into in a second. But I was like, that's kind of weird. But, man, my wife, Mrs. S, brought the story up to my attention. So I'll give her credit for this story.
Miss S is your wife?
Yeah.
You married her?
I got this story from CBS.com, which I want to remember to cite my articles or whatever. But the thing I thought about this site when it first came out, I was like, oh, it seemed kind of hot. But I didn't really think about it anymore until this whole hacking thing happened. But what do you think the hackers are? You think they're like some jealous like a girl or guy that was hurt in a relationship, saw the site and was like, you know what, fuck that. I'm gonna fuck everyone over.
I think it's the same people that hacked Sony. It's anonymous.
Okay.
Anonymous. They're hacking everyone. They hacked the Sony PlayStation Network. They hacked Sony. Now they're going after Ashley Madison.
Why though?
I don't know.
So my theory is that it might be person.
I'm just kidding though.
What do you know about Ashley Madison besides what you said? How familiar are you with Ashley Madison?
I'm familiar with the commercials. I mean, they do advertise on Howard Stern because I was listening to that for a while. Uh-huh. No longer listen to it because I listened to it at my work. I have a different job. Yeah. So now I listen to house music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you know? What do you know about them?
What do I know about them? If you want to get stabbed with a knife. Go and fuck someone's wife. AshleyMadison.com.
That's a slogan. I thought it was like life is short, have an affair. That was their slogan. But I actually got some interesting facts about Ashley Madison that I want to read to you. So 70% of Ashley Madison users are male. Is that shocking to you at all?
No,
okay.
not at all.
More men than women use the service. With the with the disparity increasing as they advance in age. So the older they get, the more often they use the site. And men seek sex while women seek passion. This is not like breaking news to you, I can tell. But this is not revealed to prospective users. Furthermore, Ashley Madison routinely uses computer-generated female profiles to make it seem
they're one of them.
That more women participate than really do.
Okay, that's what I said. There's tons of scammer ones. Tons of... I will call out some. Lonely Housewives. I mean, you can go on the internet and find that they're all owned by, like, the same company. Lonely Housewives is just one. And it's computer-generated chicks. It's not even a chick.
Uh-huh.
You want the real shit?
So it's like Grindr or whatever?
No, Grindr's different. If you want real shit, only real shit that I've ever found was Adult Friend Finder.
Okay.
And they don't have those computer-generated... fake pictures of a woman, and it's not really that woman. It's just some dude behind his computer, like, look, I'm a chick. I'm making money. You know what I mean? For the company or whatever. But
all right, let me get to the business model of AshleyMadison.com in case anyone wants to know. So unlike Match.com or eHarmony, Ashley Madison's business model is based on credits rather than monthly subscriptions. For a conversation between two members, one of the members, almost always a man, must pay 5 credits to initiate a conversation. Any follow-up messages between the two members are free after the communication has been initiated. Ashley Madison also has a real-time chat feature that is metered. So Ashley Madison also has a real-time chat feature that is metered.
Metered, yeah.
Okay, credits are utilized to pay for a certain time allotment of chat. Thank you, Stu. Women can send messages to men for free, but the men must pay to read them.
You need your reading glasses.
Men must always pay to send messages to women. Since Ashley Madison does not...
that's very sexist. That's sexist.
Yeah, so since Ashley Madison does not accommodate same-sex couples, the topic of male-to-male or female-to-female messages does not come up. Unless they know how to opt out of the Ashley Angels feature, the site's terms and conditions say that users who have not yet paid the site any money, which are like guests or whatever like that, you sign on as a guest, may get computer-generated messages from fictitious profiles that are not conspicuously identified as such. These may cost money to respond to. The site says this feature is to promote entertainment. And now this is the part that is fucking bullshit I want to read. The site also charges money to delete accounts. Although they may be hidden for free, the paid deletion includes removal messages sent from the mailbox of the recipients. So the thing I hate about this site is that they make cheating so like they take all the fun out of cheating, like the spontaneity of it. So it's like you have to like go on a site, find someone that wants to cheat with you, talk to them, pay your money, find a place to meet, all for this affair. Where in the old days, you just run into someone and like, oh, I'm attracted to you, and you just fuck them, and then you don't like you.
Yeah, and it's being a mess, and it's total incompatibility. I don't know. I'm more with it than not with it.
So you're with the hacking?
Not following you. No. I'm kind of with the hacking. It's a shame that a large company like this, they're going to lose money from it. Right. They're going to lose money. And where did the internet come from? I mean, the internet came from...
Al Gore.
Okay. Yeah, it started with the exchange of information between nuclear power plants. But
nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear.
That's... Shut up, George Bush. The internet was mainly, I mean, we have BBSs, and BBSs exchange porno pics and video games that were all pixelated, and then it worked its way up. But I mean, porn really drove the internet. If there's anything that the internet is formed upon, like those bricks that help form, it's porn. And then came social media. So to see a company like this, be hurt, it really will fuck up the internet. But then again, it'd hire, better security, and maybe they can get some better security out of it. But it's already too late for them. I mean, that's one more thing on the internet that was big and is now going to be crushed. So, I mean, people should really consider these things, new ideas, new forms of social media, new infrastructures built on the internet as something that will help advance us. Even though it's distasteful to say cheating, but look how big it got.
So do you feel bad for all the people on Ashley Madison that are getting their profiles hacked and maybe possibly their wives or husbands are going to find out that they're adulterous? Do you feel bad for them?
I kind of find it funny. Like the hackers, they definitely get a joke out of it. But I'm not concerned with anybody's personal information. I'm more concerned with the larger scheme of it and seeing like a whole company go down. I mean, it's one thing to hack somebody's personal information and like go after them specifically, but they didn't. These hackers didn't. They went after everybody in the entire, Ashley Madison profile. They got everything, but they didn't use that information. How are they going to use it?
They're going to use it to.
They only used it very lightly. Yeah. They only used it to show that we broke your security.
Yeah, basically.
So maybe they want a job.
Okay, enlighten me on this.
Maybe they're encryptors. Maybe they know more about encryption than Ashley Madison does, and they're looking to sell something that be maybe multi-million-dollar encryptions that Ashley Madison could use to maintain this huge company that they have. It might be part of a sales scheme. Just because you're a hacker doesn't mean you're not a programmer.
Sorry, I was drinking there. Okay, so you're for the hacking, basically. You don't feel bad for them at all.
I'm on both sides.
Okay.
I'm on both sides.
All right, you're like you're undecided on that.
I'm not undecided. I'm literally on both sides.
Okay, so you're like the fence basically is in between your butt cheeks. You're on both sides.
The security, I feel bad for the 2 or 3 people that got exposed.
There are 37 million people that are going to be exposed unless they shut the site down.
They're not going to be exposed because the hackers didn't use that to get what they want. And I think they just want to sell new encryption.
All right. That's what Stu thinks. Okay, so final story I got from ABC 7, which is a lighthearted story for me and you, but not for the person that's involved. A burglar hides under the bed for 3 days while owner is home and charges 4 phones. This happened in Spotswood, New Jersey.
Oh, yes, I did hear about this. Yeah, I have friends in Spotswood as well. Well, I used to have friends.
Let me read the story for
Spotswood.
people that haven't heard this.
All right.
So, police in New Jersey announced details late Tuesday of the bizarre burglary that took place in May. Authorities say the suspect, Jason Herbert,
Mr. Creeper,
broke into a home of L&L Boulevard in Spotswood and camped out under the bed in the spare room for 3 days. Just before 7 p.m. on May 10th, police responded to a 911 call for a report of an intruder in the house. Upon arrival, officers came in contact with Hubbard, I'll say it, Hubbard, in the home.
It's not Herbert?
Herbert. Let's say Hubbard. But it's with a D. Hubbard.
Hubbard? What a name.
So police subsequently placed him under arrest for criminal trespassing. Now, you might be wondering how he got in the first place. Let's get into that part. So the further investigation revealed that Herbert entered the home through the open door 3 days prior when the homeowner was taking out the garbage. After entering the house, He proceeded into the spare bedroom where he stayed under the bed for 3 days. He also began charging his 4 cell phones utilizing an electrical outlet under the bed. So Hubbard remained living under the bed in the spare bedroom until the homeowner heard a noise in the bedroom. Now, what do you think the noise was that he heard? Did he hear like a download sound like the like what the fuck was that? Or did he hear like him fart? Which I don't think that was the case because he didn't eat for 3 days. Why would he be farting?
Yeah, they said he got water from somewhere.
He went to get some water and went back down.
He did get water from somewhere. They said that he was drinking water. So like when everyone would leave, he'd go to the sink of the bathroom and have a little drinky poo.
I thought he was under the bed the whole time because no one ever left the house. So he just stayed there when no one was there, just hanging out under the bed?
Yeah,
what was the point of him being there?
But that's what they were saying. They were also saying that maybe when everyone left, he had run of the house, and he would eat food but they said nothing was missing from the refrigerator or anything. So they think he was just drinking water
and using their electricity.
Yeah, and using their electricity to charge 4 cell phones. Who has 4 cell phones? And obviously nobody is calling this guy. So why does he have 4 cell phones?
So Hubbard remained living under the bed in the spare room until homeowners found him after heard a noise. And when the homeowner looked into the bed and found Hubbard, he immediately called the police. After the conclusion of the investigation, Hubbard was also charged with burglary and theft of services, the electrical current.
No, they were trying to throw the book at him.
He was,
and I'm saying exactly what they said on New Jersey 101.5.
No, he was charged with using their electricity.
Yeah, no.
So he was transported to the Spotsville Police Headquarters where he was processed. He was then transported to Middlesex County Adult Correctional Facility in lieu of $50,000 bail. So what do you think of this story, Stu?
Okay, well, first of all, there's a lot that's missing because apparently he was homeless.
Okay, but he had 4 cell phones. Why is he spending money on cell phones as opposed to maybe rent?
I think it might have been a little wacky.
Oh, dude, look at this fucking photo, which you guys can't see. This guy does not look happy with his mugshot. He looks angry as shit. His hair is unkept.
Stop.
He's got like a frown.
Cool. He looks fucking cool.
He looks cool.
Pic. Yeah, I know.
No, he looks pissed off, dude. He's like, "What the fuck, man? Oh, if I didn't fart, they wouldn't have not known I was there." He's mad at himself. Look at that,
dude. No, that's a cool pic.
He's pissed off, dude. He's like, of all the fucking days I had to break wind, it had to be this day.
I think that's a cool pic. Of any of his other pics, I'm sure that's the best one.
Of course, he's black, which sucks for me. Being a black man, I hate when a black man does something stupid. But I'm just like, my opinion first is that I think he saw the guy run. Like when you want to rob a house, you need to have a exit strategy. He ran in the house and he's like, "Oh shit! It didn't take that long to take out the garbage as I thought it would. Where do I hide? Where do I hide? Oh shit! I'll hide under the bed." And he's like, "Oh shit! Now I'm stuck under here."
No, he was homeless.
I understand that, but he went to rob the house.
And this was a girlfriend that he had from 5 years previous.
Girlfriend? The house he broke into?
The house he broke into, there was someone living there that was a girlfriend.
Okay.
From 5 years previous.
Okay.
And yeah, your article was shit. It didn't explain everything. I was listening to it on New Jersey.
New Jersey 101.5 has all the details.
Yes. Yeah. Apparently they had more details.
Go ahead.
All right. But yeah, it was a girlfriend, and from 5 years previous, ended up freaking curling up under the guest room bed, not even her bed.
Right.
And hiding out, charging his 4 cell phones. I guarantee you only one of them had service. And the other 4 were to contact other dimensions.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He was probably sick.
He looks a little like it messed up in the head. You can't
tell by a picture. But
he's not smiling. He looks mad.
That doesn't matter. People get mad. You don't get mad
when I take mug shots.
I want to see a picture of you. I don't want to piss you off.
I always grin for my mug shots. I always smile. I'm gonna
get a picture of you all pissed off, and then I'm gonna crop you out and put like that police shit with the height behind it.
Okay, you think that whole thing is fake?
Jarrell, like
I love the conspiracy theories you have. It's great. I think that's a real mugshot picture though.
Yeah, I guarantee
he's mad because he got caught. That's all.
I think he was just homeless and he was hiding out. But it doesn't mean he was homeless and mentally ill.
He does look homeless. I'll tell you. I'll give you that.
He was homeless. I feel bad. He was homeless and mentally ill, and it was the only place he knew where to go that was warm. And he obviously even felt bad. He didn't eat their food. He only drank their water. And he just,
how was it? Oh, you were saying he would get out of the bed,
trying to survive, and I don't know. He was waiting for his brain to get uploaded through one of his 4 cell phones. Yeah.
Jesus, man. Now that's what goes on in New Jersey. So that concludes Stu's views tonight, and I have broken the seal. So while I evacuate my bladder. Little John will prompt us for some shots for our next portion of the show.
Oh, wow. I get to take over.
Yes.
Co-host taking over.
Co-host taking over. Here we go.
Yeah.
Pour some shots while I pee.
Are you going to take a shot? Everybody! Can't believe you can't wait. Little John's done. I can't even drink my shot. This sucks. I gotta wait. I don't got no news articles. No nothing written down. Dead air. Dead air. Finish pissing. Piss quicker. You got notes. I don't got shit. All right. Well, are we doing album reviews?
We are. I just had to pee.
All right. Is that what's next?
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
I had to pee. Hold on. I had to pee. I'm sorry, guys, but this is a longer show.
Cell phone on airplane mode and piss before the show. That's the new one.
This is a longer show.
You got to piss.
It's a longer show, so that's why I had to pee.
We really went for quantity because the quality was not there.
All right, so let's get into the album reviews of this show. And the first review we're going to do, which I'll set up, is for the Warped Tour 2015 compilation.
Oh, that's the first one you're doing?
Yes. Now, for those of you who don't know, which if you're living under a rock, the Warped Tour is the largest running rock festival of all time.
Stop what you're doing.
And I'm about to ruin. Oh, shit.
Don't disgrace Little John like that.
I'm sorry.
Little John was trying to tell you something.
Little John, I'm sorry. I was peeing. Forgive me. Okay. Take 2. Warped Tour 2015 compilation. Warped Tour is the longest running rock festival of all time, pretty much. So originally featured punk, ska, and hardcore bands when it began in the mid-90s. And over the past 15 years, the lineup has mostly changed to like screamo and sinister metal acts.
Oh, you're killing everything I wanted to say.
I'm sorry.
All right, no.
So what has stayed pretty constant over the years they played is the release of the compilations of bands playing each year's tour. Originally, they released the albums like I was saying like 2000 or no 1998 as single discs, but starting in 2002 the comps have become double albums. So the 2015 release, similar to the last one, has 5 or 6. Like 2015's release, similar to the last 5 or 6, featured tons of bands I've never heard of. So rather than review each track, I'm going to mention the highlights of them, if there are any at all. But since I'm going to really fucking go in on this shit, And you're like a newbie. You never been to a Warped Tour, right, Stu?
No, I've never been to one, but I do have
an idea.
I think I have Warped Tour. I think I have like 2006 or something like that. The CD.
Okay.
The two CDs.
We're gonna let Stu go first since I'm a veteran of the Warped Tour.
I get to go first.
Yes.
Dude, okay. You're wearing jammies and a t-shirt. You should have told me it was like that. These podcasts are really like that because I'm trying to relax.
Relax. Go ahead. Go.
And I got jeans on and shit. I would have worn my friggin' fucking jammies like you. And
just review the album. What'd you think of it?
All right.
Just give me your idea of both discs.
Okay, both albums. All the punk sounded the same.
Go on.
Okay. There was too much metal trying to be hardcore. And the hardcore that was hardcore was really good.
Okay.
Most of the artists that were really good, we have already reviewed.
Okay.
Let's see. Dude, the hip hop sucked ass except for MC Lars.
Uh-huh.
MC Lars was the only good shit on there.
Uh-huh. So you listen to both albums, obviously.
Yeah, I listen to both albums. And the last song
on disc what?
Was funny because it was about getting drunk on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, too. And it made me think of the podcast.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh shit,
that should be your
it's funny.
Yeah,
yeah, no, yeah. Getting drunk on Sunday. Yeah. Well, Monday fucking rots.
That's what Garfield would say.
Okay, what else?
Is there anything you liked on it?
Any of the big name? Oh, H2O. I mean, yeah, fucking awesome.
You like that song?
Yeah, I would have to freaking rip this whole shit apart, and some of it was fucking garbage, and I'd say 75% of it. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to pick through the shit. There would be like gems in there. It was like digging through a pile of shit, and you'd find fucking diamonds.
Yeah. Which I would do if I found shit with... If someone told me there was diamonds in this shit...
Yeah.
I would dive in that.
You would dig through it?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's what you had to do with these albums.
Yeah. So, what would you want to do your rating? Let me go first, and then we'll rate at the end, okay? We'll do that. You want to do that?
All right.
All right, that's fair. So, as I said before... The only way I think it would be fair to rate this album is to like tell you the songs I liked and the ones I didn't, because there's 50 songs by 50 bands, so each one you like or hate is very random. So this one starts out with Pure Surveil, which is I thought was a great combo of hardcore, emo, and thrash metal.
Breaking it down to the song. We're gonna be
not many,
but long time. All right.
Like you said before, we talked about August Burns Red, so.
Yeah,
that doesn't come up. Good. That doesn't come up till after like 4 unlistenable songs, and then when that song comes on, it helped me take the gun out of my mouth because then it was like, all right,
all right.
I was about to blow my head off.
I totally agree.
And then the band We Came as Romans came on, which we're going to be reviewing in the coming weeks. They're like a sludgy metal, like metalcore band.
Sludge metal,
which was good. Bless the Falls, which I don't like them.
Well, isn't sludge metal's like a rebranding of hardcore?
Yeah,
it's like they want to be hardcore, but they don't want any punk influences.
But they want to be metal at the same time.
Okay.
So I thought the song by
it's confusing.
We Came as Ramos was good. Bless the Falls was a nice entry for like the slam dance music.
Yeah.
And another band on there called Miss May I. Yet another metalcore band with a slightly unique sound. But then a band called Silverstein brings like the post-hardcore back to it, so it breaks up the monotony of metalcore. And as you said before, H2O brings like the old school Warped Tour sound that I miss. There's a band on there called Beartooth, a band on there called Fit for a King, and another band called 100th. They're okay, but
you didn't think Beartooth was a little hard?
Yeah, but at this point, I'm kind of getting bored with the metalcore theme.
Yeah.
Of the first disc, I'm talking about first disc.
Okay, yeah.
And then the last song, which is a band called Cuckoo Kangaroos, they have a song called Fanny Pack, and
Dude, that shit sucked.
It really made me realize.
Fucking irritating.
Yeah, it really made me realize that LMFAO is not that bad. That's how bad that song is. Like, that band was like, all right, they're geniuses compared to this bullshit. So then I'm like, oh, fuck this album. Like, dude, like, the thing I missed about the Warped Tour, like earlier, I'm talking about pop punk. Not pop punk. Punk, ska, hardcore. Like, Kevin Lyman, who's like the head of the Warped Tour, has really...
Dude, this must have been a shitty Warped Tour.
Yeah, he brings this shit down. Every year, it's like more bands I never heard of. More metalcore. More like scenester metal, as I said earlier. I'm like, fuck this shit. Then I put on disc 2.
Scenester metal. Oh, that's a good term.
I put on disc 2. The second band I heard called a band named Pup, where I never heard of before.
They were pretty good,
but they're like a Canadian band, and this was a great garage punk song with Kevin Distortion. Garage punk song. And then another band I really like called Citizen. They had like a 90s like grunge like sound, which is a nice change up for like the metalcore domination on the earlier disc. Another band I like called Moose Blood, like a poppy post hardcore song. You like
them?
It's like a lighthearted like hot water music. I like them.
Really?
Yeah, you like hot water music?
Yeah, it's all right.
So I thought that song was good. And then when they switch up to like the rap shit, like for example, like you said, MC Lars, which I'm a big fan of MC Lars.
Yeah, MC Lars was the only
rap thing
good rap shit that was on there.
I like this song by Mod Sun, which was like a hippie, like a hippie hop song.
My Hippie?
Yeah.
It was called My Hippie?
Yeah, that was a good song.
I thought it sucked.
So after the Neck Deep's entry of a sort of throwback aggressive pop punk track, the album throws like scene pop punk songs by a band called Never Shout Never, and then they have like a little dance song called by Metro Station, which is like another bubble gum dance music song, and then things get back on track with the band called the 30 Nile.
Wait, sorry, I hate to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Did you hear the track My House?
By who?
It was like by who? It was by PV.
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't
something
like that
or other.
Song.
You don't like that song? Yeah.
It
I
sounded
thought
like
the song sounded good, but then what she was talking about was fucking pompous as shit.
Yeah, I don't like bands that sound.
Shit. My house. I think you should get out.
I don't like
and,
bands.
You know, and it was electronic music, so it was like my house. Like, oh, you own the house. So apparently, this group owns the house.
No, they sound like Paramore, which I don't like bands.
And they
want
someone to get out. Nobody owns the fucking house. It pissed me off.
I'm talking about Disc 2, which I think that Disc 2 switched from like pop punk to hardcore for the most part. And there was even appearances of, like I said before, my favorite nerdcore rapper, MC Lars. Woohoo! So, Stu, for most of all, what would you rate this album? I love the sigh.
What's lower than download it?
Okay, so you're saying don't even listen to it, skip it?
Yeah, see, no, I can't do that.
Why?
Okay, I have to say download it because it's something that you would have to... Are you going to press the button?
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right, press it and then I'll explain.
Okay, he says download it. Why?
Just basically because you have to rip it apart for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's some fucking shit. Like I said, it's a fucking shit, but there's fucking diamonds in it.
Right.
So it's like, you don't want to touch that shit, but there's fucking diamonds in it. So, I mean, it's like you're fucking rich as long as you touch some shit.
You're suggesting to, like, look at the track listing of the album, of the bands, download the good songs, and that's it, right? Okay.
Yes.
That's a good. That's a good.
And I almost feel bad not paying for them, but you know what? It's actually better if you could do that. You could download the songs you like, but mainly find what you like, and research and get their full album.
Yeah. All right. So
I mean, I've never seen a compilation that has been so friggin' mixed up.
Yeah, I want to say that there is a lot of bullshit on this album. That the first disc, like he said, but the second one has even less bullshit. And I don't recognize many of the artists, but at least the second half has a familiar sound
I gotta piss.
that I'm used to. With the earlier Warped Tour, my biggest complaint about this whole album is that they should have really mixed up the genres from track to track better, especially on the first disc. Having to sit through 6 or 7 metal songs in a row is a no-no when it comes to making a mix CD. I was really surprised at how enjoyable the comp eventually became. And the reason I'm going to say this is an album you should just definitely buy is the fact that all the Warped Tour compilations are only $7. And for that price, it's a fair buy. So I'm saying this is an album you should purchase.
Purchase? You gave it a purchase?
I gave it a buy this.
Oh,
But what do you guys think out there of this album? If you want to tell us what you think, you can either email us or you can go to our comment section and tell us what you think.
Fucking love message to hear on Facebook. I mean, there's like a billion ways to get in touch with us.
Get in touch with us. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
All right.
You want my damn cell phone number?
God
damn it.
I want Lil Jon to tell us what to do. There we go.
Dude, this is the first fucking podcast where we both had to piss. We're definitely going for quantity. Oh, spilling. Spilling the precious. Spilling the gold.
All right, a little toast to a difference of opinion.
Goldenschlager, and we're digging diamonds out of shit.
I still think this tastes like Jaeger.
It does a little bit. You're right. You're right.
All right, second review. Meek Mill, dreams worth more than money. Now, Meek Mill is from Philly, and he signed to Rick Ross's label Maybach Music. Maybach Music.
I saw some Swiss Beats shit on there.
He signed a Maybach Music group back in 2011. His debut album, Dreams and Nightmares, charted at number 2 on the Billboard charts in 2012. So after releasing a few collaborations and mixtapes, he is back with his second album. Originally scheduled to be released in September, this album was delayed due to Meek's probation being revoked in July, thus sentencing him to jail for 3 to 6 months. So the first song on the album,
fucking idiot.
First song on the album is called Lord Knows. Has like him spinning bars while he's attending like an opera, kind of, which is actually a sample of a Mozart piece, which I found out later. And at least the background music, that's the background music he picked. But I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't really like it. Really was weird to me. Another song on the album called "Jump Out the Face" features rapper Future. And even though it has a generic, overused trap beat, the upbeat tempo...
You call that trap?
...is a breath of fresh air from the earlier dull tracks. All I can say about the song All Eyes on Me is it's definitely a radio hit, which features Chris Brown and Nicki Minaj.
What?
But I definitely expected a better song from both of them. Speaking of which... things do get... I know I'm shitting on this album. It sounds like that, but things do get better on a song RICO, which
You're not
is called
shitting on
Rico.
it enough. Dude, that video... I hate to interject.
Okay,
that video is horrible.
From the song I mentioned?
Yeah, they're talking about... No. The one where they're cooking drugs.
Oh, what Future?
Yeah, they're cooking drugs. Dude, they got beakers of, like, colored fucking water.
The song Stu's talking about is called Jump Out the Fire.
It was
with
like...
Future. Go ahead.
What are you cooking? Meth? No. You cooking some MDMA? No. Are you cooking cookies? Like, fucking, trying to make some fucking crack or some shit? No. It's fucking beakers of colored liquid. What were they cooking?
I don't know.
It was so stupid. It was like, okay, if they're faking that they're cooking drugs, Are they faking that they have money too?
Not Meek Mill. Not Meek Mill, sorry.
He has money? Where'd he get his money from? It's not from drugs, because all he was cooking was Kool-Aid in beakers.
All right, so as I said before, Meek Mill is on Maybach Music, which is Rick Ross's label, so I know he's got money. Definitely got an advance on the thing. And the song I mentioned before is RACO Rico, which had Drake on it, which I would say is a turnaround of the record, because Drake's on the song. It starts off with him doing his usual Drake punchlines, but the beat the beat.
The beakers. You wanted to say beakers.
I did. The beat is pretty sick to the song,
Swiss
making
beats.
you want to tiptoe around and crip walk at the same time. And the song "I Got the Juice," which is a line from the movie Juice. Remember the movie Juice?
Yeah.
You got the juice now. Has like that creepy horrorcore beat you can play on Halloween. I think ICP and the Grave Diggers would be proud.
Oh!
And Meek Mill gets the Weeknd
6 feet deep.
Yeah, gets the Weeknd to sing the hook for the song "Pulling Up." Not only is the intro over a minute long, but the chorus is way too repetitive. All his guests really seem to all his guests seem to determine to do a half-assed job on this album. So already, I'm not really into this album so far, but let's go on. So I guess since this is coming from Rick Ross's label, he knew he had to step it up his featuring game. Though his verse was too short, he does go hard on the song "Been That." The song with Rick Ross. You heard the song?
Yeah, I'm sure I listened to it. I don't have anything to reference.
I'm gonna say that song is another turning point on the record. But the only problem is his rhyme was too short. And then Nicki Minaj is given a second chance on a track called "Bad for You." She doesn't rap on this song this time, but she sings well on the R&B ballad, which also has a pretty chill beat. And even though the song "Stand Up" has a great Scarface funk instrumental, Meek succumbs to the using of audio tunes for his vocals.
Auto-tune.
Yeah, it almost ruins the potential classic.
Auto-tune.
And then finally...
It's the combination of a harmonizer and a vocoder.
Yeah.
I know all the programming to make one work.
Yeah, I think auto-tune is done to death. I think T-Pain has killed auto-tunes just as much
I was going to make my own auto-tune vocoder. I thought it would be an interesting thing.
I think
we could use it in our podcast.
I think auto-tune has been killed by T-Pain as much as rap rock has been killed by Fred Durst. But anyway, I think Meek Mill felt it was important to do it on the song "Stand Up."
Auto-tune's not going out, though. I'm telling you. They're going to juice it up.
Juice. You got the juice now.
They're going to juice it up.
You got the juice now, Stu.
I'm telling you, there's a lot they could do with auto-tune. Just because they're using that auto-tune software, you can make a vocoder do all kinds of different shit. Soon as
you like when you use auto-tunes on the album?
No, I'm telling you, auto-tune's going to advance into cooler shit. Cooler vocal shit.
Fuck auto-tune.
It's here to... It's gonna stick around. I'm telling you, it's gonna get
finally,
better.
The last song on the album has Diddy on it, P Diddy or whatever the fuck you want to call him, and he's got his little auto tunes thing, and at the same time, Diddy does a little interlude of
format.
What does he do? The song's called "Cold Hearted," and P Diddy does a kind of a soliloquy. Kind of spoken words in the middle of the track. And it's the longest song with the least bit to say. So Meek Mill said this album was going to focus more on rapping than on money. Though he talks more about his community and the poverty struggle, I feel this album is overshadowed by his bland trap music and lazy guest spots. There are some decent moments, however, on this album. So really? I will give this album a download. Stu, go ahead.
You think it's trap?
It is all trap, mostly.
I didn't like anything about any of it.
Okay.
Banish it from the Earth. Maybe there's some aliens in some distant galaxy that might enjoy it.
Okay. So I don't have that rating on here, but what would you rate it?
Well, I thought that was the lowest rating. Was banish
Jesus
it from
Christ.
Earth.
You think this is a fuck this?
Yes.
You're so angry that this exists?
Yeah, I'm angry it exists.
All right, hold on.
I did not find it enjoyable whatsoever. Nothing about it. Nothing. You keep pressing it.
Yes, he hates this shit. Damn,
dude.
Why do you hate it so
These
much?
are the kind of albums that make me not like modern hip hop.
Okay,
these are the albums.
Why?
You keep finding them. It's like the second one you found when you were like, it's all right.
Yeah, but
and I'm like, God, that's why I don't like hip hop anymore. I was like, come on.
That's what the people like. Trap music is in.
It's not trap. I don't consider that trap.
You don't? Why?
No, friggin' Moonchild spins trap, friggin' in Philly, and now he's in Tennessee, and his shit doesn't sound anything like this shit, and he spins trap.
So you hate
he spins. That's the real shit where you go to a friggin' club and somebody's spinning trap, and it's real. This, I don't know what it is. I don't consider this trap.
Stu thinks this is bullshit.
Yes.
Do not buy this. All right, Lil Jon. Sorry. If you like this album, don't tell Lil Jon. Oh, sit down. We're not ready for you yet. But what do you think of this album by Meek Mill? Let us know in the comments, or you can email us on our email page. All right, Lil Jon, what do you think of the latest Meek Mill CD? Oh my God, that's all you can say? Everybody!
Cunt.
Stu, you were on point with that, even though that's not what he was saying. Why do I get more? All right, final shot on this tonight.
You worried your shot's bigger than mine? Why is my shot bigger?
Yeah. Clink. Ugh. Oh my God. Hootie hoo! Right in my nose. Gotta chase that.
I don't have any more beer.
You want some beer?
Yeah. You got one with beer in it? I don't want one of your warm leftovers.
We're all empty. You gotta get your own beer.
Right.
We'll wait for you.
All right, hold on.
We will wait for you.
You gonna wait?
Yes. We got one more review for you guys, and then we're done. We are not making great time, but obviously the reason is because we had to do a double show. We didn't do a show last week. We got to make up for you guys.
Always feel free to drink along, too.
Yes. Every time you hear this shot thing.
You could probably time our beers and our shots. So
every time we say a word with a vowel in it, have a shot. Okay. Final review of tonight. Between the Buried and Me, Coma Elliptic. Elliptic. Is that how you say it?
Is that backwards?
Elliptic?
That should be
Coma Elliptic? Say it.
It's clit.
Coma. It's Coma Elliptic.
Como elliptic.
Thank you. All right.
Coma elliptic.
And this surprisingly is Between the Buried and Me's 7th album.
There was a lot of death talk.
They're a progressive metal band.
What?
Unlike their
okay.
Like their previous albums, this is a conceptual album.
Yes, definitely progressive, and they had other genres in there other than metal.
Yes, and the theme of this album. Do you know the theme of this album?
No.
You didn't listen to the lyrics.
They were all about death.
No, the lyrics says that. Yeah, you're on the right track, but you're wrong.
Oh, it's all about comas?
It's all about a man stuck in a coma, journeying through his past. And he faced a chance to either stay or move on to something better.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like purgatory through the whole thing. It was very interesting. It's a good concept.
Who do you want to go first, me or you?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
You go first.
So after the soft piano lace intro, which is called Node, the album kicks into a song called The Coma Machine. And this song is a mixture of power metal, prog rock, and a little dash of metalcore. Though the latter was so brief, it was easy to miss. And there are more metalcore and elements of deathcore in the song "Famous Wolf."
Oh, you didn't pick up on any emo core in there? I did. There was a splash.
A little splash.
There was a splash or two of emo core thrown in that mix.
I like the fact that they have like the complex guitar techniques and the slightly odd falsetto backing vocals painted an image of Rush and System of a Down having a baby. Then Dream Theater and Faith No More have a baby. Put those two babies in a blender. The result would be this song.
And shorten the intros a little bit. Because
speaking of Rush.
Some of these intros
Speaking of Rush.
A little too long.
Speaking of Rush, if they got the lead singer of Suicide Silence to sing for them, they would probably produce a song similar to the track King Redemption, Queen Serenity.
That was a really good track.
Yeah. Channeling a bit of Metallica, the song Turn on the Darkness starts with like a gloomy acoustic guitar intro and then has the guitarist, whose name is Paul Wagner, on vocals. More melodic prog rock commences. As epic as this one is, at 8.5 minutes, my mind started to wander towards the end. The song, read this for me, Stu.
You have?
I'm too drunk.
You wrote it down. You wrote it down.
Right there. What does that say? The song.
You're
too drunk.
Ectopic Stroll. Ectopic Stroll.
Thank you.
I think
the song Ectopic Stroll is like being in the metal carnival ride.
I thought it was
the way
epileptic stroll.
The song Epileptic Stroll is like being on a metal carnival ride. The way the song journeys through like the funky yet silly change-ups. The song could probably induce a bad acid trip, yet it's still my favorite song on the album. Which is funny, because it's my favorite song, I can't even fucking say it.
It was your favorite song and you can't even say it. It was...
yeah. And don't let me stop there. The song, they can even pull like a Beatlesque moment halfway through the song, Memory Palace. They mainly stuck to a genre and bands I mentioned earlier, but sometimes there's a new track up there in their sleeves. Sorry,
sleeves. Yeah, you sound so.
I sound so drunk.
Sleeves.
Yes.
No, you gotta.
Let me
sleeves.
They sometimes pull a BLS moment halfway through the song Memory Palace.
Snap into it.
Mainly stick to a genre and band I mentioned earlier, but sometimes there's a new trick up their sleeves. I don't like prog rock at all. Like Rush and Coheed and Cambria just plain suck to me. But it's not the music at all. It's because their vocals suck. They sound like fucking girls. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. So I felt my opinion about this album would be biased. But honestly, this is the best album I've heard by this band alone. The beginning was a little over dramatic, but there is a style of music for everyone on this album. Maybe if the lead singer Tommy Rogers took over as the lead singer for Rush or Coheed, it would sway my opinion of prog music. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to say this album you definitely should buy.
Really?
Stu, go ahead.
Okay. My sole reason for what Jarrell just said, which was a purchase, I was already interjecting with you, so I was kind of agreeing and disagreeing. But my sole purpose in buying this album, I would like to buy this album to drive around in my car.
There you go. Go ahead.
I would like to drive around in my car and go on this journey, this epic journey that this album produces. You know, it would honestly have to be like an hour drive. You know, it's a CD.
Yeah, like 74 minutes.
Yeah,
driving.
yeah. I don't know, going down the shore or something. It's a freaking epic journey. And I just, that's what I wanted to do with it. And that's what I will do with it.
Yes, you're going to buy this album?
Yes, I'm going to buy this album.
Do you listen to this band? Have you ever heard him before?
No, I've never heard him before, but just aside, you know, the intros are a little slow, but, you know, it is progressive, so I give it that. I love their synth work. It's fucking amazing. I could tell they had, it might have been a Roland JP 8000 there. That's what it sounded like. But they had some beautiful synth work, and you know their intros were built up like that, and then the band would come in, and just amazing. And I definitely would like to have the full experience. I had to skip through tracks, and I felt bad.
What? Why?
I felt bad skipping through tracks.
Why would you skip through tracks?
Because I didn't have enough time. I really need to buy it. Need to buy it and go on that epic journey.
That's Stu's opinion. But what do you guys think? Email us on our website or comment on the comment page and let us know if you heard this album, how you feel about it. All right, I got a pee real quick, and then I'll be right. No, you know what? Let's end it right. I have no emails. Let's just end this show right here. We're making good time. Let's just
we're burping into microphones.
Yes, let's get to the outro, man.
We're peeing all the time. We're gonna be vomiting soon.
Let's just
end this before it gets bad.
Ben, come out here. Let's get to the outro music. There we go. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with us, either go to our email at njhybridradio@gmail.com or go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/njhybridradio.
I thought it was just Hybrid Radio.
I just said that for the
you said NJ Hybrid Radio. Isn't the Facebook page just Facebook Hybrid Radio?
NJ.
Oh, it is NJ Hybrid Radio.
Yes. I wanted to separate it.
And there's the www.njhybridradio.net.
Yes, that's the web
also
page.
The web page.
Go to our web page,
which is always updated before the Facebook page.
Exactly.
We got protocols.
Yes. So this is Jarrell and
Stu. Yes, that is
saying
me. That is me. Who?
Have a good day or afternoon or evening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.